2023 has been the year of the three kings in fighting games. We got a new Street Fighter game, a new Tekken, and a new Mortal Kombat. Fighting game fans are eating good this year. I did a review of Street Fighter 6, which if you will be interested in seeing that, it'll be to your left or to your right. If you check it out at the end of this video, do that as well. At the end of the video, we have a whole freaking playlist of my reviews. If you want to check out some reviews of games that you might be interested in that came out this year or last year. But anyways, much like with that review of Street Fighter 6, it's important to note that I'm a casual fighting game fan. I love fighting games, but I don't play them as often as I play other games, which is why I call myself a casual fan. I know what I'm doing. I've been playing them, I play them a lot, but I don't play them, religiously. So I consider myself more of a casual than a hardcore. I don't really play online all that often. I usually play their story modes, then never touch them again, except moments where I play against my friends. Street Fighter 6 was the first fighting game where I played a lot of online games. As having this review, I haven't done any online games Mortal Kombat 1, so I won't be talking about it in this video. This isn't a full review, it's just more of a single player review while some of the other things in the game. So yeah. Mortal Kombat 1 takes place right after Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang has created a timeline where Quan Chi and Shang Tsung don't have powers in Earth Realm and Outworld, have a peaceful combat that isn't deadly. So think about it, it's like, Combat Olympics, where every so often they just have like random ass fights, and that's pretty much it. Like they're never deadly, and they're just like a mutual peaceful kind of thing. Obviously Liu Kang's plan for the long term, peace goes south, and this timeline ends up like the previous timelines. Now, I'm not going to spoil this game at all. I try my best to do spoiler free reviews. That's just like a basic synopsis of what the story is about and how things are, and the fact that things do go south. But for the most part, we're not going to, include a lot of story content in this review because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you do want to see, some spoil for the story, put it in the comments. I'll literally just upload the entire Mortal Kombat story to the page. So we're just going to talk about some things in this review, kind of just me talking actually more so in my usual review format. First, the story is amazing. The writing, the voice acting with the session of like one person is phenomenal. It's great. Visuals are astonishing. They really went above and beyond with motion capture for the faces in this game. NetherRealm really gets it when it comes to creating a story experience they know the fans will like. Like, matter if it's Injustice or Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm gets it. They know what their fans want to see. They know what their fans want to experience, and they always deliver when it comes down to it. Even though I'm a casual fighting game fan, Mortal Kombat is one of my all-time favorite video games, period. I've played every Mortal Kombat released on a console, dating back to like the Sega. Like that's like one of my first video games ever was a Mortal Kombat game. So let's backtrack a little bit. I mentioned one person wasn't very good in the voice acting department. That person was Megan Fox. At first, I didn't, mind her getting casted in the game. I was like, it is what it is. But I don't react negatively to just like people being casted in things. I want to experience what they do first before I have an opinion. Like I don't want to like just throw out there like, oh, it's trash. And a lot of people, were right. A lot of people when it was announced were very negative about it. And I was, like I said, I was optimistic that it'll be decent. I don't view her as a good actress to begin with, but I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic when it comes to anything. Well, when I actually played the game and heard her speak, damn, it ain't good. The issue is two things. One, it sounds like there's something wrong with her microphone, as if it's like a whole different microphone and it's not recording in the same studio, because the frequency of her microphone is way higher than everyone else, so her voice sounds louder and also out of sync with the story itself, and it kind of just breaks the immersion. The second thing is also immersion breaking, and that's just her lack of acting to begin with. She doesn't sound like she's acting. She sounds like she's just reading out loud. And if you don't understand that comment, understand that voice acting is more than just reading a script. You are actually acting, and if you're just reading out loud and not acting what you're reading, it just doesn't sound natural. It sounds like you're just reading something. Like, imagine if I'm just reading to you a script. If I'm just like, you can watch a video where it sounds like someone has a scripted video, because it sounds like they're following a line. Where it comes to like actual acting, you don't get that sense. Like, go play The Witcher, go play Mass Effect, go play Baldur's Gate, go even this game itself. We hear people speak, they speak as if like they're actually acting out the role and not just reading. This is kind of like when it came to like Destiny, where people were upset with Peter Dinklage as the ghost because he just sounded like he was bored and uninterested, like he was just reading a script instead of actually sounding like he's a part of the universe. Megan Fox is similar in that aspect, where she just doesn't sound like she's naturally part of the game. She sounds like she's not really interested and like she's just reading out loud. That is the only blemish with the story. You know, it's short, but it's a fighting game. No one expects a fighting game to have a very long story experience. You know, you get to play a large cast of fighters in the story, with returns of some favorites. Gameplay wise, everything is smooth, quick, and lovely. Much like I mentioned in Street Fighter 6, MK1 feels like a game anyone could play, whether you are someone who plays fighting games all day, every day, or someone who plays them here and there, or someone where this is your first time playing Mortal Kombat. It's accessible to all skills. Not only is there an option to do easy fatalities, but fatalities themselves in general are easy to do. Most of them are pretty much the same buttons with one or two differences, so it's very easy to just do fatalities and just do moves in general. A lot of moves and combos are the same from previous games, so if you play Mortal Kombat 11, you know, you will be able to slide as Mortal Kombat 1 and still be in that same form with your favorite character if the favorite character is present in this game's roster. As for the game modes, outside of online story, there's invasion, which you select whatever pattern you want, and you journey through Johnny Cage's mansion, doing some mini games, unlocking areas, and you know, obviously doing some fighting as well. I haven't finished invasions yet. I've done like a few encounters, but I haven't like gotten very far into it, so I can't really say too much about, you know, what the rewards that you get in the overall end game of the invasions. But I have enjoyed it for what I have done. And of course, the legendary towers are present in the game. For those who are new to the franchise, towers is just you taking a character through a series of fights. You have multiple options on how many fights you want to do. Once you complete the tower, you get a cutscene of what that character is doing, you know, post the game story. So like, let's say you play as Smoke, you go through the tower, so you'll get a cutscene of what Smoke is doing, you know, while Sub-Zero and whoever else is doing certain things. It gives you a short story of that character post the main campaign. Some towers take, you know, challenges up a notch by adding modifiers. So if you want even more challenge to your fights, you can do towers that as modifiers, making it a little harder for you. Other modes like the shrine, its present shrine is kind of similar to, like, say, like the crypt from previous games, where you walk around an area and spend some coins. The difference is, when it comes to this shrine, you don't walk around. You just go to a gold dragon statue and give it some coins, and it'll give you a random item, or, you know, concept art, or you know, any kind of like gear for your character. It's all RNG. Overall, I'd say MK1 is the perfect fighting game. I've loved every moment I've played of it. My score for MK1 is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. Its only downsides outside of Megan Fox's acting is you do kind of wish that a fighting game released 2023 would have a bigger roster. That's what I feel like is the biggest, you know, downside of this game, is the roster size. The roster size is pretty small in my opinion. Definitely could have did more. Yes, they're adding new fighters, you know, but that's all we paid DLC content. In 2023, with how big like these game files are, you would expect to have a bigger roster. I didn't personally come across any performance issues, so if you watch this video and you had issues and you're like, hey, how come you're mentioning this bug or that bug, or this crash or that crash, it's because I haven't had them myself. My reviews are my opinion only. If I don't have a certain experience, I'm not going to mention it. If you have those issues, you know, that sucks, and, you know, make your own review and talk about it. I don't watch other people's reviews, so I don't know what all is going on, you know, with the game outside of what my own experience of it has been. Personally, I can't wait to play with the upcoming characters themselves. I'm looking forward to all the future content for the game. The first DLC that's going to come out is going to have Ermac in it, which is one of my all favorite characters. So can't wait for that. I'm also curious if they'll do a single player story expansion, because in the last Mortal Kombat game, MK11, they did have a story DLC. So I wonder if this game will also get a story DLC, because I'm very interested in what happens next with this game. But with all of that said, that is it for this review of Mortal Kombat 11. Thank you all for watching. Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 12. It's kind of funny that I had that mess up. There's actually like a file mess up in the game story where it says MK12 in like a series of numbers instead of like the actual subtitles. It's kind of funny. Maybe I'll throw the clip in here of it. But yeah, that's it. This is my review of Mortal Kombat 1. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave any thoughts in the comments section below. Quick reviews, just a fighting game. I don't want to like go too deep into a fighting game when it comes to, you know, what we're gonna do with a review. Hope you all enjoyed. Live P reviews coming up pretty soon. And then, you know, we're doing like the review of Cyberpunk's Phantom Liberty. So if you want to play Cyberpunk, by the way, this video should be going up on Monday. Cyberpunk, we'll be playing that later today. You know, we can see this video. We'll be playing Life of Peace first, and then Cyberpunk. And then Tuesday, we'll be doing the Phantom Liberty DLC on my Twitch stream. So follow me on Twitch, link in the box below. Sorry if I sound a little awkward today. You know, it's kind of like just woke up. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be your boy Nubis, I'm out of here. Deuces.